Have you ever been in a situation where someone said something deeply painful to you, and instead of responding, you just went completely silent? No words. No reaction. Just nothing. Most people think that's weakness. But what if I told you, your brain just saved your life? Inside your brain, there's a tiny almond-shaped structure called the amygdala, your brain's alarm system. When it detects a threat, physical or emotional, it triggers what scientists call the fight-flight-freeze response. Now, most people know fight and flight. But freeze? That's silence. That's stillness. That's you going completely quiet in the middle of a conflict. And here's what's happening neurologically in that moment. Your prefrontal cortex, the rational, problem-solving part of your brain, goes offline. Your body floods with cortisol and adrenaline. And your brain makes a split-second decision: speaking right now could make this worse. So it shuts you down to protect you. This isn't weakness. This is neuroscience. Think about animals in the wild. A deer doesn't freeze because it's scared and stupid. It freezes because movement attracts predators. Stillness is strategy. The same mechanism lives inside every human being. When we face emotional attacks, toxic relationships, verbal abuse, workplace conflict, social humiliation, our brain recognizes that words spoken in that moment can escalate the danger, reveal vulnerability, cause irreversible damage. So silence becomes a shield. In psychology, this is also connected to dissociation, where the mind temporarily disconnects from the emotional intensity of a situation. It's not running away from reality. It's your nervous system buying time. And here's the part nobody talks about. The people who go silent under pressure are often the ones processing the deepest. There's a reason the most powerful therapists in the world use silence as a tool. There's a reason ancient philosophers, monks, and leaders across history practiced deliberate silence. Silence after trauma isn't avoidance, it's integration. Your brain is replaying the event, sorting through emotion, building meaning. Research in trauma psychology shows that forced verbal processing immediately after a threatening experience can actually re-traumatize a person. The brain needs quiet to heal. So if you've ever shut down during an argument, gone numb after heartbreak, or been unable to explain what you're feeling, stop punishing yourself. Your brain was doing exactly what it was designed to do. But here's where it gets complicated. Silence as protection is healthy, in the short term. When silence becomes a permanent pattern, it stops being protection and starts being isolation. The nervous system that once saved you begins to keep you trapped. You stop speaking up in relationships. You swallow your truth at work. You go quiet not because you're processing, but because you've convinced yourself that your voice doesn't matter. That's when silence shifts from survival response to self-abandonment. The goal isn't to stay silent forever. The goal is to let silence do its job, and then come back to yourself. Your brain is not broken. Your silence is not weakness. It is one of the most ancient, intelligent survival mechanisms ever written into human biology. But you were also given something else, a voice. And when the storm passes, and your nervous system finally feels safe, use it.